Hey everybody, I was asked to go live in y'all's group to kind of share my journey and kind of what I thought of the program. So my name is Mary Catherine. I was in the pilot test group for Transform 20, and when I was asked to be in the test group, I was like 4 weeks postpartum, and I knew that it wouldn't start until I was between 6 and 8 weeks postpartum when it started. I can't actually remember, and if you're a mom, you understand that I can't actually remember how postpartum I was, and I can't do the math. So, I started somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks postpartum with my second baby. Here she is, and it was my second C-section. So, when I started, I never thought that I would start my postpartum journey with a program by Shaun T. If you've ever done any of his programs, he's super intense, and his programs are hard. So to say that I was intimidated and a little bit scared is an understatement, but I also knew that I couldn't miss out on an opportunity like this. So the workouts are 20 minutes, and I modified almost the entire program. The entire thing, I followed the modifier, and even sometimes then, I could not do what the modifier was doing. So if you're intimidated by a program like Shaun T, trust me, I've been there. But it's so doable, and it's so simple to modify something so that it works for you. And using the step was awesome for me because it's the only equipment that I needed. Plus, it just takes like a simple move, like a squat or a lunge, to an entire different level. I mean, you think like a squat burns, wait till you add a step. And so I was able to see my postpartum body change a ton. You've seen my before and after picture. And I only lost 3 pounds, y'all. 3 pounds. But my body transformed a lot more than that. So I followed the 2B Mindset nutrition program with with Transform 20. And you can use the portion fix containers, or you can do the 2B Mindset. And I personally love the 2B Mindset. I'm postpartum. I'm keeping my milk supply up. I also moved from Texas to Florida during this test group with 2 little kids, traveled to Vegas. So there was a lot of like in-between things that went on during this program. A lot of life, because this time of the year, life is happening. And it was just really simple to travel with my step, or on the few days that like my step was packed in a moving van. I wasn't going to fly alone with 2 kids and worry about taking my step. You know what I mean? So I did a couple workouts without a step at all and still got a great workout. I definitely wouldn't do the whole thing without a step because you're really kind of missing out. But you can do a couple, if you know that you're going to be traveling and can't take your step, who cares? Do it without the step. What I loved as a new mom of 2, trying to figure things out, not getting much sleep. I have a 2.5-year-old as well. I loved that these workouts were 20 minutes, and I did not think that you could get a good workout in 20 minutes, but y'all, it's Shaun T. Like, from the minute you push play to the second you're done, you are 100% on, and going. So why I think you guys need to join the coach test group, why you need to sign up as a coach, here's my thought. Shaun T is such a huge motivator. Just the way that he talks to you, obviously in his workouts, but being in the test group and hearing him go live and hearing him answer your questions, or like being able to just have that access to him, it really makes you feel like he's so close, like you're friends with him. I would post stuff in our test group and he would comment on my kids using the step. Well, kid, not this one. This one's not using the step. But And he just was very accessible. Plus, he's hysterical. He goes live in your group all the time to kind of talk you through things. He's super relatable. And you can't get that if you don't sign up as a coach to be in his test group. So if you follow his Instagram, you know that he's super real and he's super honest. But having him walk you through this program really is priceless. And you're already signing up with a package. Like, it's literally free to sign up with a coach membership, and then you get to be in the test group. Like, you're already going 90%. Why not go that extra 10% to get in the test group? That's kind of how I look at it, because if I'm going to do something like this, like if I'm going to be in a test group, if I'm going to go and commit to something for 6 weeks, I want it to be the best 6 weeks possible. And I know that the best 6 weeks possible are going to be in his group with him leading the way. So, anyway, I really encourage you guys, A, to do this program, B, to do it as a coach in his test group. You don't have to buy anything else. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to coach somebody else through it. You literally just have to have a coach membership, and then you can be in his group. So if you are sitting there wondering how you're going to do a program like this with all of your excuses, time, money, kids, you're out of shape. Hello, I started like right after I had a baby, like, and moving and traveling. Y'all can do this, and you are worth it. Do not miss the boat on this program. Oh, one thing that I did want to say that was the coolest for me, because I was starting so out of shape. I worked out my whole pregnancy, but that's still not the same, as your normal fitness level. So one of the coolest things for me was to watch my transformers every week. So if you've gotten your materials, you see the wall calendar that you have transformers, and it's basically 3 moves that you repeat each week. So the workout all around those transformers change every week, but those 3 transformers stay the same. So for example, what if it was push-ups, which is, there's not a transformer that's push-ups, but say there was. You would do your transformer for a minute. So say I did 20 push-ups in a minute. And the next week you try and beat your number. So the next week I can look back and say, okay, I did 20 last week. I'm going to try and beat my number. And so to watch your strength increase, your endurance increase was just so, so cool for me, because it was just a measurable way of seeing your progress every day, even when the scale or your measurements or your pictures weren't showing progress. Y'all, I had to plateau for the first 4 weeks of the program. The scale did not move at all for me. Not a single up, down, around, nothing. So to have that to kind of keep me going and like, okay, well, the scale might not be moving, but I'm beating my numbers every week. I'm modifying less, or I only had to modify 30 seconds last week. That was really, really cool and really motivating for me. So that's all I have to say. And if you guys have any questions about my experience, about how I modified, how I fitted in with 2 kids, my C-section recovery, any of that, feel free to drop your questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them.